And the men looking to mount the most colossal comeback of recent times, hailing from Team USA.
There'll certainly be a ringing in the ears of the defending champions, Team America, if they lose this one. Here we go, match number 4. Your commentators are Joey Graham. First up, Phil Yates.
Andy, thank you very much. Yeah, Team Europe more than halfway to their avowed goal of victory and regaining this Mosconi Cup. I'm actually joined in the commentary box by the European Vice-Captain Carl Boyes, who must be delighted with the way things are going.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful day 2 so far. Jason Shaw and the fans pick with SVB. That was a quality affair by both players, and that was a classic Mosconi Cup match, and from then on we have kicked on.
And the strength and depth of Europe is unbelievable. The only 2 players not involved so far tonight come out. It's Ouschan and Kaçi.
Yeah, that was a good break off there. Team Europe feel we've mastered the break on day 2. We've put quite a lot of hours in today on the break and tried to figure that out. This is a tricky little shot that Albin's faced with, very close to the object ball, and the blue 2 is all the way down the bottom of the table, so I'm not so sure if he can actually get position. I'll tell you what, that's a fabulous shot, that.
That was a railway shot, riding the rails.
Look at this, watch this cue ball off the rail. Purposely played. We've seen him play a trick shot yesterday, and he's playing trick shots today.
Such a genuinely cool customer.
I do believe Eklent Kaçi was playing for the combo there. I don't think he was trying to come around to leave Albin a bank shot.
Extension call, please.
Just to reiterate that it's a 30-second shot clock. In each rack, both teams in this instance are allowed a 30-second extension. And Ouschan took it there. Given the complexity of the shot, I think it's understandable.
Yeah, and that was a nice shot there. He was playing kind of a bank shot and probably more safety in mind, getting a good cue ball.
Extension call.
And the Mosconi Cup is all about momentum, and you know, when one of the players comes out and gets that winning point, certainly the way Jason did, and then Jason and Joshua in the doubles after. SVB just playing a good cue ball and trying to use that brown 7 as a blocker, so the 3 doesn't go. Not quite got it on the rail, but
Safety.
I don't think this
20
pots.
seconds.
No extension.
Whenever you feel ready to play. 15.
So Phil, what is your assessment so far on day 2, the first 3 points?
Well, I think psychologically, anytime you win back-to-back 5-4 verdicts, that really is going to boost one team and hurt the other. Made such a massive difference. We've seen the shot making from Filler and from Jason Shaw. But I think most impressive of all to me, considering his tender years, was the way Fedor Gorsht handled that singles match we've just seen.
Yeah, we've seen a wonderful safety shot from Kaçi there. Good hit from Billy. Cue ball's going close to the side, but it stayed up. So it was a good hit, but this is a chance for Albin. Yeah, and as you were saying about Fedor, I just felt like that doubles point from Jason and Joshua just took the heat off Fedor coming out for his very first ever singles Mosconi Cup match. Yeah, nice shot there from Albin. He's left his partner in pinpoint position.
Has to be said that Eklent Kaçi has not had the best record in Mosconi Cup doubles over the years.
No, you're right there, Phil, and that is the reason why we have put him out with Albin Ouschan, who has got a fantastic record in Mosconi doubles and is a 2-time World Cup of Pool champion.
Well, I'm not saying this because you're sitting here, Carl, but it's a very astute move when you consider that Ouschan's doubles record overall is 8 wins, 2 defeats. Kaçi's record, 1 win, 5 defeats.
So Albin will just spin this cue ball off 2 rails, coming back down table for the 9 in the bottom left, and needs to watch this side. That shot is so much easier on a table in your club where the cloth is pretty old. It just kind of widens the angle a bit, so he's left his partner a little tester here.
Not a formality, you're right. Oh, that settles the nerves, it quells the butterflies. Eklent Kaçi, the 9 ball was going nowhere else. They draw first blood, and this European wave just continues.
Yeah, you're on point there, Phil. Them little tester on the 9 balls, you know, you don't really want to be faced with them, but when they disappear, they're really good for your mindset and confidence.
I must tell you folks, I'm in this commentary box, and although there is a dividing partition for obvious reasons, I can see Carl Boyes, who's looking very smug indeed, like a proud father at a junior football match.
I already get a lot of hate mail, Phil. That's not done me any favours whatsoever.
There you can see the partition between us. That's more to Carl's advantage than mine.
Break. Trailing 1-0.
I think the only thing I'm left to do at a Mosconi Cup is be referee, Phil. Watch out, Marcel. I'm coming for your gig. And that's a useful break from Shane. This looks a nice layout, no balls covering each other, so good chance this to tie the match up. I mean, the guys are going to be feeling it. Obviously, Shane played a wonderful last match last night to make the score 3-2 to Europe. But now they're under a different kind of heat. When we talk about the swings and roundabouts of the Mosconi Cup, you know, Team USA will know if they can win this doubles point. Billy is up next in the singles, so it's an important match. SVB's got to put a good stroke on this, draw the cue ball all the way back up. Oh, he's pinched the pocket and played a wonderful shot there.
He's no rookie, is Billy Thorpe. Made his debut in this Mosconi Cup in 2017, so his 4th consecutive appearance. Been involved in 2 winning teams. He knows both emotions, the disappointment of defeat, the elation of victory. And right now he's trying to turn the tide.
Yeah, that was a good shot there from Billy. Really is a great player for Team USA, is Billy Thorpe. Brings the heart and the passion.
And in terms of individual success amongst the American team, Shane Van Boening is unparalleled. The 2 team rooms are kept well apart at this year's event at the Ricoh Arena. There's the European room at one end of the building. Jason Shaw chatting away to our co-commentator Alison Fisher. Can't keep her off camera. Back out there. Well, the first couple of racks shared, nothing doing really in terms of anything decisive.
I hope Alison weren't pinching our snacks, Phil.
Thank you, Dave. 3rd round. Give it the break. Scores 1 each.
Jason Shaw just practicing away because he's going to be involved in the last match of the night, the singles against Thorpe.
There you see again. Nice little cut break with a bit of right hand spin, sends the wing ball straight into the pocket, and Kaçi's got a good look at this blue too. There you see the overhead, 8 ball disappears. That's been the plan today from the guys. Yeah, this is good speed as well, coming around off 2 rails.
Wanna go 2 of us?
In doubles
straight.
play,
Yeah, where the 3 is, yeah.
obviously there's 2 minds thinking of the shot. Kaçi's just kind of telling Albin where he would prefer the cue ball, because he's going to be playing this tricky little shot to the purple 5 ball.
With these two, I don't think we're going to see very lengthy conversations, because Albin Ouschan is very much a man of few words.
Yeah, and one of the key things we've tried to implement into this is the fact that Kaçi does like to take his time. You know, it's his own style. Everyone plays their way. And we were just, you know, made sure Albin helped him with the shot clock. And a lot of the times, Phil, when it's an open table, you don't really need to take your extension. So if it was kind of a longish pot or a big shot, you were hoping he would like call the extension for Kaçi so he could focus on the shot.
Extension call.
So he's called extension himself because I think where the 9 and the 7 is, I think that's stopping him playing a natural stun shot up for the 6, and I think if he runs it, he's kind of running towards the 6, so yeah, that was a nice shot. He's played like a little soft stun shot there. Lost the cue ball a little bit, but he's got a nice angle. So Eklent can just come round off 2 rails and play the 7 in the same pocket. No, he's no extension left. And this is not good. Is it a combo though? Have I missed a trick? It can't be a combo, surely.
No, it's well wide, isn't it?
Because he lost the cue ball so much, I initially thought, is there a combo? But if there was, he'd have played that a lot harder, so. Wow, this is unbelievable. I don't know what's happened there. I mean, he's turned the combo over. It weren't dead set, you know, when you're at the other side of the object ball and it spins it in, but you would think you would have played that a little bit harder, wouldn't you, Phil, if they'd have spotted that?
Well, it was Austrian magic, European magic. It's all one-way traffic, and what a combination there. Fool myself and Carl. we've just seen Poole's version of the Channel Tunnel shot. They said it couldn't be done. More accurately, myself and Carl said it couldn't be done. We were the naysayers. He was the executor, Albin Ouschan. And that's why Europe lead 2-1. What a shot.
Yeah, I'm blaming you, Phil. I'm just the vice captain now. How do you not spot that combo?
Well, if there was a bus, you'd be throwing me under it, wouldn't you? Thanks, Carl.
Break. Trailing by 2 racks to 1.
There you see a wonderful view of this year's Mosconi Cup arena. Fabulous job done by Team Natural. So he's broke off and kind of drawn the cue ball back off the top rail. I don't think that was intentional. But we are seeing the wing ball disappear off the break from the right hand side of the table now.
Naturally, because of its confrontational nature, the Mosconi Cup always inspires lots of debate. The one thing that is beyond debate, the standard this evening is exponentially better than it was last night.
Yeah, as you said, last night was a bit of a shocker, but you know, it's an unusual situation this year with no crowd, and myself and Alex, we weren't quite sure how to act in the arena. You know, we felt like if we was shouting and high-fiving kind of all the time, would it kind of put the players off? But we made the decision to just come out all singing and firing and just try to get the boys up for it today, create our own atmosphere.
Yeah, there are many words to describe you, Carl, that I can think of, but subdued isn't one of them. Quiet's another.
I think Billy can just play a little stop shot here, and that would leave Shane nicely on the 7. This is just making sure you don't do anything silly.
Well, this is match 9 in this year's Mosconi Cup. So far, we've not seen a 5-1 or a 5-0. No real runaways. And it looks as though this match is also going to be keenly contested.
So this 9-ball by SVB to tie this match up at 2-2.
That smooth liquid back arm of Shane van Boening does not miss 9 balls like that. Little more energy in the American camp. We're more used to working with Jeremy Jones in the commentary box, aren't we, then? Second guessing his decisions as a captain. And talking of the captaincy, Cole, I have to ask you about Alex Laley. Of course, he's a very skilled linguist. I think he speaks 7 languages at the last count. He's a really deep thinker about pool. The perfect choice, really.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a pleasure working alongside Alex. You know, he's a funny guy as well. We've really got on well, and I've learned a lot. And
thank you,
you know, he's really masterminded this team this year, and you know, we're having a lot of fun, and I feel like we're on the right track, but there's still a long way to go. Kaçi to break. And Another good break there. Is the 2 ball going to show its face? It's not, so there's no pot on the 2.
Try to come with a cue ball 2 rails behind the 6 and leave the 2 ball behind 3. Same shot I did earlier.
It's tough with the speed.
Yeah, just hit so good and just try to come somewhere here. 2 ball. What do you think?
Maybe get in between 6 and 4.
Either way. Let's try to miss the 3.
Extension.
Extension, please.
You like this?
Hmm.
Could hear both players there discussing what safety shot. I think he was just trying to get a good 2 ball there, and I'm not so sure about the cue ball. Now Billy is known for his banking skills, and he's eyeing this one up, so stand by your beds, folks. Billy the banker taking on this blue 2 into the corner. And he's missed one.
You're surprised, so am I. He won the bank pool division at the Derby City Classic much earlier this year, together with the one pocket. Thought that was money in the bank, if you pardon the pun.
And this is not easy either. You can see the 7 balls impending his cueing. Needs the 2 ball to slow up though. Yeah, that's not too bad. Now Shane does have an easy bank shot on here really, as far as bank shots go, but with the 3 ball being all the way back up table, there's kind of no real value.
Extension, please.
I think he's tried to look, see if he can get the cue ball off 4 rails and behind the red 3. With the slide, it's not going to be easy. I mean, he'll be delighted to find the top rail. That's a brilliant shot, that. Cue ball on the top rail and used a 9 as a blocker.
He really is a class act, Van Boening, in all departments.
That's not the worst result there from the jump shot effort from Albin.
Cut that 2 ball and get it right here. Get the 2 ball right there.
Now that's the key to a veteran player giving a younger player instructions. Keep them simple, short, concise.
Great cue ball there from Billy. It really was a little bit dangerous, because the 5 was flirting with the corner, but it's worked out nice. And this is a very, very difficult hit. Whenever you're close to the rail, it's always difficult to judge, and he's hitting low on the cue ball to try and arc the cue ball here. Oh, great shot. That is a real nice hit. Real nice hit.
You get the feeling, because of the tactical aspect of it, this could be a linchpin rack.
I think we're going to see Billy taking another bank shot here. He can play safe though as well, but he does like to go for the banks. But Shane's keeping him at bay, I feel. I think if Billy was playing singles, he would have a go at that. But it's a sensible shot. Keep the heat on, keep the distance, and the 9 ball was always in a good position as a blocker. Going airborne again. Things can happen here though, because there's a couple of balls down near this 3. And he's left it on. I think this 3 is going to bounce. It is. So it's chance for Team USA.
Oh, just too thick not to get the cue ball up table.
Nice shot there from Billy again. Played a few nice shots so far in this match as Billy Thorpe.
Indeed, precious few mistakes from either player.
Over there.
Like that cue ball, another ball to the right to make this a hanger. So it's a little cut back type blind shot, what we say, but you still fancy him to make this.
We saw Joshua Filler miss a 6 ball like that last night by undercutting it. At one point, for a split second, I thought he might have overcut that one, but the 9 ball went in. And Shane Van Boening and Billy Thorpe hit the front for the first time in the match. They were 1-0 and 2-1 down. Now they lead 3-2.
Yeah, there you see, always play it into the rail. Give yourself the best chance, which Billy did.
Carl, you've got absolutely tons of Mosconi Cup experience, and I think one of the things that should be drummed into everyone who plays in this tournament, when you've got your opponents down, you need to keep them there, because comebacks and momentum shifts occur.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that in the very first point of the event,
leading
in
by
the
3
team event. You know, we were cruising 3-0, and then Kaçi's shirt foul, which was a bit dubious. And then we kind of had a little bit of a wobble, and as you said, it's, you know, it's race to fives, and momentum is everything, and it's a good break, and it's a real good layout. This is a wonderful chance for USA to get on the hill.
Just can't see any stumbling blocks here.
I think it's better to get on this side. We'll go up table.
Yeah, this is just a case of connecting the dots and get yourself on the hill. Europe will be breaking in the next rack though.
All very precise and efficient thus far.
Of course, all the guys on Team USA know how important this point is, but there's no man out there more than SVB who knows, because he knows if they can win this point, their first point of the day. With Billy following in the singles, you just never know.
So 4-2 USA. I think the jerkiness of Thorpe's cue action there on the 9 was easily detectable. Okay, it went in, but that was not smooth cueing.
He was a little wild, like his hair.
This could have been the faux pas of the cup so far, but he's so relieved to see it drop.
Yeah, you could see Shane's face just kind of smirked to that one.
I think there's a strong argument to say that this is perhaps, thus far, the best performance in terms of quality produced by the Americans in the cup this year. Obviously, still a piece of the jigsaw to a fix, but right now they're looking good.
There's Skylar Woodward shaking the mullet, sporting the USA sunglasses.
Team Europe to break, trailing 2-4.
Another good break again. The break has definitely been found out today off the guys. Cue ball's tight to the rail, so there's a bit of work to do on this shot.
Yeah, this is a pressure ball.
I think it's quite a good angle though, so this is just a case of bearing down on the shot. Make sure you stay still. Which Kaçi does, you know. I know he's not won a lot of doubles points, but in fairness, he's playing some good stuff.
He's a really good cueist, and there's a story there to underline that. always been a pool player, the Albanian Q Sports Federation actually asked him at one point if he would enter the Albanian Snooker Championship. Never played the game before, so he entered and won. Now, obviously, not exactly world-class opposition. I'm not going to say that, but it's still a feat, nevertheless.
Yeah, and his younger brother's supposed to be a promising young snooker player, Phil, so we'll have to keep an eye out on that one in the next few years. This is just what you want, though, in this format. You want, you know, you can, it's all about asking questions, and, you know, if the guys can run these remaining 4 balls, it just, you know, it shows USA they're still here, and, you know, it's only 1 rack. Anything can happen.
Yes, and if they can bag this one and they can win the next rack against the break, Ouschan and Kaçi break off in the potential decider.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if it does go 4-4, what a huge rack of pool we will have.
From a European perspective, 1 down, a possible 2 to go. And Carl Boyers is right. It's now 4-3 to the USA. If Europe can pull this one out of the fire, that would be a hammer blow. Carl, I think the next break-off is perhaps the most important break-off we've seen in the tournament over the 2 days.
Yeah, of course, we've managed to win the first 3 points of day 2. And Shane and Billy are just hanging in there, trying to make something happen.
Billy Thorpe from Ohio. Shane Van Boening from South Dakota.
Thank you, the 8th frag. USA to break, leading by 4 racks to 3.
There you see again, the wing ball goes, and he needs this 2 ball to stay up. He needs it to stay up, and it has done. That has made a huge difference to this rack, because if that ball falls, they've no shot. And this is a great chance, because the red 3 and the green 6, as long as you get close to it, is a pretty good opportunity for a combo, Phil.
The proficiency of the break-offs this evening from all parties has been, well, a different league to last night.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see everybody breaking from that side of the table now, because the wing ball is wired.
I think we should come down, huh?
I mean, it's tough, man. Whatever you think, Shane.
No, it's crucial. He
I got
gets
nothing to
Billy
lose
as
there.
close as he can to this. Whenever you're playing a
Stands
combo, a ball onto another ball, it's always nice to be real close to your
Think on it
work.
for a second.
And so I'm just gonna come try to hit that wheel and come down.
Yeah. Aim thin. It's to win.
I think he's playing a different shot, to be fair. I don't think he's trying to get him on the combo. I think he's trying to slide this down past it. And he needs this to slow up. Not so sure SVB's played the right shot there, but who am I to judge his skills, Phil?
Well, when they were discussing the shot, there was no argument. Billy Thorpe deferred to the great man. Maybe now playing for the combo might have been the way forward.
I know one thing, Phil, if I was playing that shot and my partner was Darren Appleton, he'd have been saying middle of the table, because he was phenomenal at the combos. But we've got a jump bank here, and they've missed it, and I think this is going to set up okay for Team Europe, so this is an opportunity. And as you said before, Phil, if the guys can run this rack now, they will be breaking in the decider. So key shot coming up from Eklent Kaçi. You can see he's aiming low on the cue ball. That tells us he's going to play a soft draw shot for the pink four in the same pocket. And he's timed it nice. You know, he's not had much form in the doubles in his Mosconi Cups, Eklent, but you know, he has played pretty good, to be fair. And this is another one where it looks like we're going hill-hill. This is what pool's about. It's never over until it's over. You have to keep digging in and grinding it out and, you know, make something happen. And
Can you get here?
you know, at 4-2 to USA, Phil, the pressure was all on our guys, and now they've just put it back over to Shane and Billy. Well, it looks like they're gonna.
Yeah, there's always the disclaimer, isn't there, with the Mosconi Cup? You never know, any kind of ball can be missed.
Yeah, and you can always land that funny side, you know, of an angle. You know, these three balls look very easy, but you've still got to get on the right side. Just like this, you know, if you land just below there, you're kind of chasing your positional shot, but that was lovely there from Albin. So this 9-ball, and it's hill-hill. Big moments coming up in this year's 2020 Mosconi Cup.
You're right, Carl. It is 4-4 in this very high-quality doubles match. Hill-hill, and what happens next? Well, that's mountainous in terms of importance.
At all.
Don't think this year's version of the Cup is competitive. How about this? This is match number 9. This is the 5th contest that's gone all the way. I should know better, but I get the feeling if Europe can win this rack and therefore the match, I think this could be the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Yeah, it just gives Jason, who's obviously played, you know, awesome pool tonight, just gives him that extra little kick where, you know, we were 4-2 down. We're looking like it could have gone 6-3. Instead it'd be 7-2. He's going to come out and, you know, he's going to be pumped up, and this is still a big point for both teams. Big break coming up. He's made the wing ball, and it's a lovely cue ball. He's cut it, and we've got a free shot here, Phil. We have got a free shot. All the balls are open. 8 balls landed in a funny little position.
You did well there, Carl, to subdue your excitement. I know you're supposed to be impartial as a commentator, but we'll give you some slack here.
I've been very fair on Team USA, believe me. Couple of key shots coming up. All the balls are open, so cue ball control is what this is about. And that's a tidy little shot there. Just use the 6 ball, the green 6 there, as a stopper. I like the fact that Albin's played the shot and just kind of got out the way and just let Eklent, you know, play his own shot. That's key in doubles. Let him play his own shot. Nice pot. Perfect angle.
Knowing in their heart of hearts they should run out here, that creates its own pressure.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a race to 5, it's a short race, but USA did have a chance, Phil. You know, Shane elected to play that 2-ball that was over the pocket and try and get in behind the 3. I think a lot of players have tried to play for the combo, but I'm not going to argue with Shane. And this is all you can ask for. You just need a chance. And Europe have got a chance. This is just a case of holding your nerve together. I mean, it's not the best shot from Eklent there because Albin's, he's not the tallest of fellas. If the cue ball would have, you know, run on another foot,
Extension
over. I'm not too sure what Albin's like with the bridge.
Yeah, I was just about to say, employing the rest in pool doesn't happen as often as snooker. You never know. Is this a department of frailty? We'll soon find out.
Well, many a pool player have been guilty of not being too clever with the bridge. But Albin Ouschan has passed the test. He must feel comfortable with the bridge because I'm sure he could have reached that shot with, you know, putting the extension on the bottom of his cue. So Eklent's just got to play one good shot here, get the cue ball over to this side rail for the 8. Straight on the 8's fine.
Hope for the Americans draining away. If the 8-ball goes in, Europe will be ecstatic.
Yeah, another roll would have been lovely. Would have been a little bit picky there. And the 8-ball vanishes. So Kaçi's got this 9-ball to win his 2nd point ever in a doubles match.
And what a gargantuan point that could well prove to be. Remember, they were 4-2 down, but Eklent Kaçi from Albania and Albin Ouschan from Austria come through.